What's up YouTube, it's your Aussie mum Anna, and today I'm doing the first of two videos, or I might make them into one as my videos aren't usually very long, and it is a brand review on the brand W7, which is an English brand or a British brand that is available readily there and certainly in Australia. It is sold in discount chemists, so it's actually one of the more affordable Australian drugstore brands. When I first got into makeup, which wasn't very long ago, I sort of fell victim to the I want everything and I want a collection like the booty gurus have. And so I started just buying stuff so I could have all of those items. And the more you do, the more you realize that it's sort of quality over quantity. But I'm here to tell you that, yes, there are some terrible items, but there are some great items too. And I thought I'd go through a few of them with you with W7. So palettes, the most expensive thing you're going to find is $10, and that's usually eye palettes and stuff. Face things are $5, and that's basically the price, $5 or $10. So if you live in Australia, you will realise that, you know, we pay $35 for a L'Oreal foundation, Maybelline foundation, so $5, you know, you're going to give it a try to see. But anyway, I'll start off with something I love. This is, I think, the best beginning eyeshadow palette I bought, and I would buy it again in a heartbeat. It's the W7 London Eyes palette. This is retails for $4.99 all the time. It's 24 colours. There are some mattes, there are some shimmers. They're very creamy. If you use a primer, they stay on really well. They're quite pigmented. I do just a couple little swatches. Some are shimmers, some are matte. But yeah, so it gives you like all the really good basics and then some pops of colour. So I've just done that navy blue matte there, a bronze shimmer, and I'll do another colour just so you can see. That one didn't come out very well, so I haven't swatched these very well either, but yeah, so that's like the navy blue matte, that's a bronze shimmer, and that's, so it's that purple, that and that. So yeah, the colours are great, they come out, work really well, and as I said, that is $5 for 24 shadows, and I think that's a great beginning eye palette. While we're on eye palettes, I'll go into this one, which I don't like. So W7 obviously dupe a lot of things, and they did dupes for there's the In the Nude, In the Buff palettes, and they're like the naked palettes. This is the In the Night. It doesn't seem to dupe one. It has some, but it's got the tin case, so this was $9.99. Maybe this might be a dupe for Smoky, I don't think so though. So this has some shimmers. It only has two mattes. The colours work okay. The pans are really hard to get to because there's like this sort of foam wall built up inside them, and this has like just a lot of shades that all come out at this grey colour, and the palette just muddy. See, I've tried to swatch some of them there, but you can't even really see, like those top that looks like a bruise there should be purples, but yeah, everything just comes out muddy, so I do not recommend this. What I do recommend, if you live in Australia, run, don't walk, run to get this. This is the W7 Glow Commotion Shimmer Highlighter, and this is fantastic. I think you'll find it's a lot of people's favourite drugstore highlighter in Australia. As I said, we're dealing with really expensive. So that is the palette. It's just like a nice sort of sand colour. It's really creamy and smooth, and there it is. So it's not blinding. I'm very pale. It's sort of just a natural looking highlighter. That was just one swatch, but it's fantastic. Get a great mirror with the palette. It's a really good size. I've used this, you know, several times a week for months and haven't made a dent in it. So the Glow Commotion Highlight, I highly recommend, so that can go in the recommended file. Now, because I loved that, when I saw this, W7, the Cheeky Trio Bronzer, Blush and Highlighter, I was like, oh, they do a really good highlighter. So I got this. This was also $5. It has, the highlight, once again, is beautiful. It's slightly different to Glow Commotion, but not a lot. Same sort of colour. Hang on, because I was curious if they were actually the same, but yeah, they're not. I'll show you. I think Glow Commotion might be a bit sandy, yeah. So that's nice. The blush is okay, fairly sort of standard. It's not hugely pigmented, but you can get it to work. It's buildable. What ruins this is the bronzer. I've used it for eyeshadow, but I'm not sure if you can see there. It's sparkly. It's like yeah, it's like a shimmer bronzer, which is horrific. But I mean, $5 for a decent highlighter and a workable blush is okay. It's cute. It certainly makes a nice gift for like a younger person or someone like I was who's just starting. So that is going in the alright pile. This is the last palette I'll show you, and I highly, highly recommend this. This is $4.99 as well, and this is the W7 Glow for Glory Illumination palette. This has 2 blush toppers or highlights and then 4 shimmer shadows. I've used them all for different things though. I've used the blush toppers for eyeshadows and the eyeshadows for highlighters, and they're great. So there's this peachy colour, a bronzy colour, sort of shimmer blush topper, and then the ones at the top. So this one is sort of a straight up, just a shimmer, like a clear shimmer. The next one has a peach undertone. The one next to that has a slight pink undertone. The one at the end has a gold undertone. The first one's almost got a slight lilac undertone. I don't think it lists colours. No, it doesn't actually list colours, but these are beautiful. Like, I use this blush topper every day, and I've been using this one and this one. But yeah, they make lovely eyeshadows. So I totally recommend that for $4.99. So that's going with this one. Now we'll start. Okay, this W7 Photo Shoot 16-hour Budge Proof Foundation. This is horrific. Do not put it anywhere near your skin. Do not bother to check if it works for you. I haven't seen it work for anyone. I really wanted it to, but yeah, it's atrocious. W7 doesn't have very good colour range when it comes to foundations at all. It tends to have a pink undertone. Works for me because I'm quite pale, but if you had any sort of, you know, colour to your skin, do not, like, yeah, it's just disappointing. I've also tried this Singing in the Rain foundation. This just, like, it goes on really weird. It, like, just is streaky no matter what you do with it. So, yeah, don't recommend this. This, however, I really do recommend. I wish I had have got this in a better colour. I got it, mine's in biscuit, and I need, like, ivory. But this is their Catwalk Perfection Cream Compact Foundation. I actually quite like cream compact foundations for some reason. They just always seem to give them a good coverage, and this works really well. It's a bit like the Rimmel Mousse foundation, but doesn't feel as heavy and sticky on the skin. Comes with a nice little mirror underneath and a little place where you can keep your sponge, which I like, just keeps it clean and stuff. So I do recommend that, going in the good pile. Next thing I have is this W7 Hide and Seek palette. So it's a colour correcting and conceal palette. It's got an anti-redness, a concealer, dark circles, and a highlighter.